The 1980s was a golden era for cinema and television, giving rise to some of the most iconic actresses in entertainment history. These women captivated audiences with their beauty, talent, and undeniable charisma. Their presence on screen left an indelible mark on pop culture, making them unforgettable even decades later. This journey takes us through the top 10 most beautiful actresses of the 1980s, their careers, their charm, and their enduring legacy. 1. Brooke Shields. Early life and career beginnings. Brooke Shields entered the entertainment industry as a child model before transitioning to acting. Her breakout role came in Pretty Baby, 1978, where she played a controversial role that garnered significant attention. 1980 stardom. Her beauty and grace were unparalleled, making her one of the most sought-after actresses of the decade. She starred in The Blue Lagoon, 1980, a film that became both famous and infamous for its daring themes and stunning cinematography. Legacy and life beyond the 80s. Shields successfully transitioned into television, starring in sitcoms and Broadway productions while continuing her modeling career. Her legacy as an 80s icon remains strong. 2. Michelle Pfeiffer. Rise to fame. Michelle Pfeiffer's breakthrough came with Grease 2, 1982, but it was Scarface, 1983, that truly cemented her status as a Hollywood star. Defining roles of the 80s. Her performances in Ladyhawke, 1985, The Witches of Eastwick, 1987, and Married to the Mob, 1988, showcased her versatility. Everlasting appeal. Pfeiffer's classic beauty, along with her impressive acting skills, ensured her a lasting place in Hollywood. She continued to excel in the 90s and beyond, proving that she was more than just a pretty face. 3. Kim Basinger. Early career. Starting as a model, Basinger transitioned into acting with television appearances before making a splash in Hollywood. Iconic films of the 80s. Her roles in Never Say Never Again, 1983, The Natural, 1984, and 9½ Weeks, 1986, solidified her as one of the most alluring actresses of her time. Ongoing influence. Basinger continued to star in major films into the 90s, winning an Academy Award for L.A. Confidential, 1997. Her influence on Hollywood remains undeniable. 4. Kathleen Turner. Breakthrough and success. Turner burst onto the scene with Body Heat, 1981, a steamy thriller that made her an instant star. Memorable roles. She was a force in movies like Romancing the Stone, 1984, Jewel of the Nile, 1985, and Peggy Sue Got Married, 1986. Continued success. Turner's husky voice and magnetic screen presence kept her relevant beyond the 80s, with later work in television and theater. 5. Phoebe Cates. Instant stardom. Her role in Fast Times at Ridgemont High, 1982, became legendary, particularly for one of the most memorable scenes in cinematic history. Other notable films. Cates also shined in Gremlins, 1984, and Gremlins 2, The New Batch, 1990. Legacy and life after acting. She stepped away from acting in the 90s, but remains a beloved figure from the decade. 6. Heather Locklear. Television queen of the 80s. Locklear dominated TV screens with roles in Dynasty and T.J. Hooker, later achieving further fame in Melrose Place in the 90s. Why she stood out. Her stunning looks and strong screen presence made her one of the most recognized faces of the decade. 7. Molly Ringwald. Brat Pack darling. Molly Ringwald became the face of teen movies, starring in 16 Candles, 1984, The Breakfast Club, 1985, and Pretty in Pink, 1986. Timeless impact. Her relatable portrayals made her an icon for an entire generation. 8. Demi Moore. Early career and breakthrough. Moore gained attention in Blame It on Rio, 1984, and St. Elmo's Fire, 1985. 80s success and beyond. By the 90s, she had become one of Hollywood's highest-paid actresses with hits like Ghost, 1990. 9. Olivia Newton-John. Transition from music to acting. Though primarily known for her music, Olivia Newton-John became a beloved actress through Xanadu, 1980, and Two of a Kind, 1983. Everlasting beauty. Her natural beauty and musical talent kept her in the spotlight for decades. 10. Jamie Lee Curtis. Scream Queen origins. Starting with Halloween, 1978, Curtis became a horror icon before expanding into comedy with Trading Places, 1983, and A Fish Called Wanda, 1988. A legacy that lasts. She successfully reinvented herself multiple times, proving her talent was more than skin deep. A legacy that lasts. She successfully reinvented herself multiple times, proving her talent was more than skin deep. Conclusion. These actresses were more than just beautiful. They were talented, charismatic, and unforgettable. Their impact on the 80s and beyond continues to inspire new generations. Who is your favorite? Let us know in the comments.
Merry Christmas to you, officer.